Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Three on the Third, hosted by Wonder Dreamer 555 here on YouTube. Everyone is participating. Will be in the description box. I may have to update some things because I think someone else was added or joined the collab, so I'm not quite sure. But nonetheless, here we are, February 3rd, 2023, and I have a lot of Christmas stuff, right? So I was like, I'm going to try to use some embossing folders. If you remember, I did a Valentine's Day themed card last month for the group that I'm in, the local scrapbooking. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start using my embossing folders, right? Yep. So I was like, yeah, and plus, I'm in the collaboration where you use up your stuff that's hosted by Poet Spice. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to start pulling out some things I haven't used in a long, long time to do that, right? So this is one of those things. I don't think I've ever used this embossing folder. And then this is a newer stamp set. I got it in a D-stash. Or maybe I bought it, one of the two. But, or maybe someone gifted it to me. It was sitting in a thing of older items. Nonetheless, it has copyright 2019, so I don't know. Nonetheless, I was like, yes, I could use this holiday cheer, right? Because I could use my Stampin' Up! Oval Punch right here. And I was like, oh yeah, this would fit. No, it does not fit. So nix that. And then when I stamped it out, it looks weird. It looked like holiday was spelt wrong for a minute. So then I used this Unity stamp, Get Your Jingle On. And I recently purchased these. Well, last year they had a sale. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get them. So anyway, I was like, I'll just stamp that. So nonetheless, my I wrote this company, Gemini, Crafters Companion, about my Gemini MIDI not working. This is a mini rant. I know. I apologize. And it doesn't emboss properly. Now, the thing you would say is, okay, did you make a good sandwich? Is no sandwich to be made. It's the paper, the embossing folder, and the purple shim. I did that. It's uneven. If you can see, right here is full on embossed. Like right here is embossed. But in other areas, it's not embossed. Okay, so I did this a few times. And then don't pay no attention to that. I was trying something out. So I embossed it first and then I colored these images. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna color it because I went on to Pinterest to see, and Pinterest had one image, one image of something colored, and they had colored this little deer up so cute, and this was a blue background. So I was like, okay, I'll try that. I'll do that, right? And then I have this really cool twilight color. I was like, ooh, how would that look? It's a no. So we're gonna go with Salty Ocean. This I already did the other cards, and we'll talk about that later. And so all I'm doing is, which I don't like to rub my. I say this and then I do it. I don't like to rub my ink on the corners that much. So I think this would be good also on some watercolor paper. If you had watercolor, you could do that. So this is our stamped, I mean our embossed image. It is done. I cut it down to be the right size, and it looks like this. Although this one looks prettier, right? But this is the one we're going to be using. So let's go ahead and do it. And then I just cut it down to fit and just glue this on. This is some cardstock. It's very thick, some thick cardstock. I always put the glue right on the edges, and sometimes it's so thin it doesn't seep enough to secure the edges. And then if I put too much glue, it it leaks out. Eh, what are you gonna do? So anyway, I stamped out "Get Your Jingle On" because the reindeer have little jingle bells on them, right? It's like, yeah, that's cute. I'm gonna put that on the card. Now they have a few layers, and I promise you, it does not look like an embossing folder on the image. It looks like a stamp, a cute little reindeer stamp. I even went to Craft's Companion, and that person, Miss Douglas, uh, is not in the inspiration that much. I did go to old YouTube to see, and I was like, I'm not about to do this. If I can't figure out how to use and make this image work, then you know what? We don't need the image. And I think this would be cute for like a little kiddo, or even, tone, semi on tone cards. But this is fairly quick and simple. I was looking for a bit of a um, challenge, I guess. So the thing is, I was like, okay, I can use gold, or not gold, silver. I probably could use gold too, and just work it. And so what I'll do the next time I decide to use this embossing folder, because I do want to use it, because I was like, oh, I could put some of this, and I could put some of that, and I could do that, and I could do this, and none of that happened because I was just like, oh no, this is not my, this is not, I'm not liking it. But what I could do is get a roller, roll the ink, right? So it's two options. I could roll the ink and make it look more even, but I like this. I actually like this kind of not complete, kind of looking messy. Now, I have paint on my hand because your friend dropped, it's a good session when you're dropping stuff, but I don't have time to restart the process, and I probably should have inked the inside and just let the card sit and dry, but I didn't. Because I always ink last inside, right? So, yay. Get your jingle on. One. And I do have these, and I thought, I had showed y'all these earlier or later last year. I was like, I could probably get away with like a few of these on here, but I need a silver one just to break it up. And I was going to use some enamel dots. No, flatback gems. And I was like, no. I think I'll probably make more of these for Christmas for my son's teachers this year. I'm wondering if we'll have more grateful instructors. Not saying that the teachers are not grateful, it's just that I don't get warm fuzzies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not bashing any administration for education, the people that's in the trenches, because, ooh, yeah, I wanted to be a school teacher. I wanted to be an elementary school teacher. And after dealing with my son for COVID and the computer situation, I was like, no, you got the wrong one. I am not the right parent to be teaching anybody else's kids because my kid was absolute drama crazy. So anyway, I dropped the ink right here, so you can barely see it, but I know it's there. So I probably won't use this, and I'll probably end up using this on something else. But I just put some paint there. I guess I could write on and be like, "Dear blah 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 blah, Merry Christmas" or something like that, right? Yeah, blah blah blah. So we're gonna put those all in the same spot. I do want to try and color this thing up again, but we shall see. I hope that y'all have enjoyed my rantings. This is our three on the third, and I had a good time. After all, I did like this. The embossing, the machine I use, I need to get replaced. And they sent me a replacement folder, not a replacement machine. So I'm gonna write them again today and say it's definitely the machine. It does not have even pressure. That's probably why the thing broke. Anyway, this is my three on the third. I hope that you enjoy. Please click on the description box to see what everyone else has created. I want to say thank you for watching, and until next time, happy crafting.